So, me and my born-again Satanist friend, we're gonna head over to the abortion clinic, and, he's gonna play his wicked rock guitar, and I was gonna, hand out flowers and thank the women for supporting the voluntary extinction movement, and, we got to where the clinic was supposed to be, and then there was Crater. Turns out that, the local pro-life chapter decided to blow up the clinic, which, they don't like us because we kill unborn children, so their response was to blow up a building with 13 people in it. Funnily enough, 8 of those 13 people were actually there for abortions. So not only did they kill innocent people, they killed unborn children. Well done, pro-lifers. So me and my born-again Saint, we're like, well, what do we do? Life has no purpose. This is all we're good at. So we're like, I don't know. And he gets on Yelp or Twitter or touchyourself.com. I don't know what the hell one he was on, but either way, he's like, "Hey, Jesus, there's a Monsanto rally going on. Let's make it happen." And I was like, "Hey, yeah, man. My buddy Fappy works for Monsanto. Fappy the anti-masturbation dolphin. Good guy. Interesting fact. Fappy is not actually a giant mutant dolphin. He's a guy in a costume. If you offer him a fish, he will get offended. Because, well, dolphins like fish. The guy in the costume is a vegan. So if you happen to be at a Monsanto, or maybe Fappy shows up at your local public school or charitable event, whatever you do, do not stick your mackerel in Fappy's mouth. It will not make him happy." So I'm like, my buddy works at Monsanto, let's go. And we get down there, and it turns out it's an anti-Monsanto rally. And I was like, sweet Jesus, in a birch bark canoe, where's the nuke when you need it? So we decide to mingle, because we're fucking losers and we had nothing better to do. So we're walking through the crowd, and I get to talking to this one lady, and she's like, damn Monsanto, they're playing God. I do not want my child to grow up in a world of Franken foods and mutated cattle. And I'm like, hold the fuck on. Did you just say you have a child? So, Monsanto plays God, and that makes them bad, and that's your opinion. Where in the blue hell was that opinion when you had the hubris to force a person into existence against their will? Or your little baby boy didn't ask to be here. You weren't out for a Sunday afternoon drive and decided to swing by Purgatory and browse the aisles of unborn spirits. And maybe you'd find, oh look, you did find one you wanted. So you sat down at a table with the spirit and a lawyer, and you hammered yourself out a deal. And you looked at that little unborn miracle and you said, you know what? I would like to be responsible for your creation in the world. But here's the thing. I'm an anti-vaxxer. So I'm not going to get you vaccinated, and you're going to get polio. And then the gangrene's going to set in, and we're going to have to cut off your legs. And for the rest of your life, you're going to be known as Polio Pete, the man with no feet. And your father, you see, your father wanted to get you vaccinated, but he caved into me because I kicked him in the nuts. And now he resents me because he blames me for you being a crippled little freak. So now he lashes out physically and emotionally, and he's having an affair with his secretary, but we don't have to worry because, you see, the whole time that's going on, Mommy's got herself addicted to the Valium. And one night after taking too much of your father's shit, well, Mommy just happened to take one too many, grabbed a hold of you, and decided to sleep in the bathtub. And then the little spirit looked at you and went, you know, that doesn't sound too bad, but the thing is, I don't really dig being called Polio Pete, the man with no feet. So what if instead what we do is you found out you were pregnant and then you decided to tour the wine country, and I was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, and then everybody can call me Fetal Fred with the broken head. That sounds a little better to me. And then you counter back with, well, you know, I'm not really a drinker, but what I can do is I can take up smoking. How's that sound? And I'll make sure when you're born that I am not financially capable of looking after you. So that way, not only is your growth stunted from me smoking, but you're also poor. So when you go to school, you're wearing hand-me-downs and shirts made out of curtains, and all the other kids beat the crap out of you, and at lunch they're throwing their bread crusts at you because we're too poor to buy food. How the fuck does that sound? And little Spirit was like, shit, yeah, sign me up. When the fuck did that conversation happen? What's the difference between Monsanto playing God and you playing God? That's what I want to know. Praise Fappy.